Hey everyone, welcome to our holiday card workshop for 2017. This is Karen Palmer and I'm here with Annette Beaulieu, who is in Minnesota. And we're going to share with you how to quickly and easily send your Christmas cards this year. So I wanted to, because we have a limited amount of time, so we want to go a little bit quickly. So before we get started, I want to show you where you can find the tutorials and send out cards, just in case you get lost or you need to go back and get a little bit more help on any one of the pieces. So if you're logged into your SendOutCards account, just go over to Company, and then you can click on Tutorials. And if you scroll down, you can find tutorials, little tutorial videos on how to do everything that we're doing today, how to create a campaign, how to use a spreadsheet to import your contacts. So all of the things we're going to go over today, there's a little video for all of them. So you can find that. The other thing you can find here in Company are downloads. And so one of the things we're going to talk about is how you can use your own handwriting and signatures in your cards. And so that handwriting font form is right here in downloads. So you just scroll down to handwriting font form and click on it, download it, print it out, and you can send that in to have your custom handwriting font. So I just wanted to show you real quick where those things are. So we're going to go ahead and get started right away. I'm going to first have you add a contact. So if you have been using SendOutCards for a while, all of your contacts should already be in your system, but I want to go through this real quick for those of you who maybe are brand new or aren't sure how this works. So one of the neat things about SendOutCards is that we actually have a contact manager built into our system. So I'm going to show you real quick. If you want to follow along with me, we can just go to New Contact, and I'd like you to add yourself as a contact. So you just have this little form and you're going to fill it in. You can fill in as much information as you want. So we're just going to keep going. You want to fill in all of the information that you have. What's really nice about this is even though, you know, I mostly use this for my card sending, there have been times when I was out of state on vacation or something and I couldn't find someone's phone number in my phone, and you know what, I had it in my SendOutCards so I could access it wherever I was. So you can even add in your birthdays if you want. So you can put that birthday in there. You can put in your anniversary. So that's really fun. And I'm giving you all of my information, so I expect birthday cards from all of y'all. This year, you have to work fast because my birthday's on Monday. Let's see, so here's Ryan's birthday. You can add children if you want. One thing I like to do at Christmas time is I like to add a child that is both people's names. So that way when you address the outside of the card is addressed to the couple, or you could even put in, sometimes I'll do it this way too, the Palmer family. So you can have it like that, and then the inside of the card and the outside of the card are addressed correctly. Okay, so then what we can do is you can make a group, and I guess I should have done that first, but we'll just say, you know, this is Christmas. So Christmas 2014. So we're going to go ahead and add me to that group. So you don't have to do that, but then you'll see a list message at the top that your contact has been saved successfully. Now, if you want to add a group, you just go over to Groups, and we're going to add in a new group right now since it's 2017. Let's do Christmas 2017, and we can add a group. It's as simple as that. Now, this group screen, that's all you can do from here. It's like creating file folders. That's all we're doing here. We can't do anything else with the groups from this screen except for add a name. So it's just, we're just putting the label, creating a file folder, putting it in our file. That's all this does. So if I wanted to add someone to that file, I can go in here to find a contact and I can find me, right? Because I just added me in. So I'll just, oops, I got to take out that little thing there. So I'll just add, find me. I have lots of Karens. So here I am. So let's do this. Let's unselect all the other Karens. I just want me in here. And so then I just come over here to Groups, and I can pick which group. So 2017 Christmas, there we are, and I can add to the group. So now I'm in my Christmas 2017 group. Now you might be saying, well, I want to send cards to 50 people. I don't want to have to do that one at a time. So fortunately for us, we have a way to import contacts. So what you have to do to start off is you've got to go to, you have to create a spreadsheet. This is the easiest way to do it. So this is a spreadsheet that I have created in Google Drive, and I'm going to, I'll post this link to this spreadsheet in the chat so that you can get to it, or you can email me and I can send it to you. But this is how it needs to be set up. First name, last name, street address. If you have a second street address, you want another column for that. City, state, zip, country, phone, email. You can also add spouse name, their birthday, your spouse birthday, anniversary, and group. So remember, I just created the Christmas 2017 group. So if I just type in all of my contacts here, just the key point is that everything has to be separated out. Every piece of information has to have its own file. So once you have your spreadsheet created, you want to save it as either a tabbed and limited file or a CSV file. So you can go here, this is a Google Doc, so instead of save as, I have download as, and I would just download it as a CSV, and that would give me the correct format. So then if I go back into SendOutCards, I can go over here to import contacts. I told you I was going to go fast, so hopefully I'm not making anyone's head spin. So I'm going to ignore the profile. I'm going to go to browse. Hi, Christina. How are you? Okay, welcome. We're just going to continue on here. So I'm going to find my SendOutCards file down here in the S's right here. So I have my CSV file, and you can see it's right there. So I'm going to click on import, and I'll show you what it does. It gives you this funny screen. So all it's wanting me to do is match the headings in my spreadsheet to their headings. So for first name, obviously I used first name. For last name, I used last name. I didn't use company name, so I'm going to go ahead and skip that. Address 1, I had street address. Address 2, I had street address 2. So see how some of my titles are just a little bit different? So I'm just going to go through here and match up all of the things that I had in my file. Did I put phone? I did put phone, and then I did put email. So down here on the drop-down menu are just all of the things that I had in my file. So there's anniversary, here's spouse name, spouse birthday, and then the import group, that's the group name. So remember we did Christmas 2017? So what happens then is it's going to put everybody in the right order. Now what did I need to make a name. So I'm just going to name this. It doesn't matter what you name the profile. Just name it whatever you want. So here's my little, it shows what it's going to look like, so I can make sure. So somehow I got some things mixed up here. So if everything is correct, I'm just going to click import, and then it will just import those contacts for me. Okay, so now once you have all your contacts imported, it's time to go ahead and create your card. So I'm going to hand the screen over to Annette and let her show you how to create a picture plus card, which means a card with your picture on it. So I want to give a quick little introduction. I knew Annette from a long time ago. We've known each other about 10 years now, and we've worked together for all that time, just helping people to send out their cards and helping businesses create marketing, good marketing strategies, and lots of different things. So this is really fun that we're able to work together on this workshop. So Annette, I'm going to go ahead and share this with you, and you go ahead and take over and show us how to send a card.
Okay, so I am So you're sharing with me, and then, okay, here we go. I'm going to bring up my send out. Am I going into your send out cards then now?
No, let's see.
Yeah.
I think there we go. So I think there we go. Now it's back to you. So now you should be able to share your.
Okay, so there we're gonna go into send out cards via Facebook. All right, so to create a card, and just we're gonna take a little added step today. We're gonna create a card through the card catalog, because that way, if anything happens while you're in the midst of creating your card, the system will save a draft for you. So, and we're gonna go, and I've gone into, let me take a step back. I've gone card catalog, then into Create Picture Plus 2.0, and I'm going to pick one of these formats, a greeting card.
Hey, Annette, can you click share screen? Because it's not sharing your screen, we're just seeing your beautiful face.
My beautiful face. I didn't realize I had to click share screen. All right, your screen. Thank you for the reminder.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Sorry, so you might want to just go ahead and back up a little bit so we can follow the steps.
All right, so I'm going to, we're out at, let's go there. We're going to go into our card catalog, create a Picture Plus 2.0 card. And the photo that I have selected is going to look a little better horizontal, so that's why I'm picking that format, but you can do any of the ones that you see. So we're making a green card. Here's where to me the fun begins. But I'm going to fly through this so you can be as quick as you like. The system offers a number of templates for you that you can then pull in and insert your photos for here's the photo that we took just Thanksgiving. So I'm going to pull that in. We had our Thanksgiving meal together. And then I was thinking I'd add a nice little element. Now, when you go into elements, you are able to choose from all kinds of categories. I'm going to head down to Christmas and use a little bit of clip art. The one I liked the best, at least so far, was to put just a little message at the front. And so that's the front of my card. Now, this one's pretty quick, but there's a whole category of clip art. There are backgrounds and borders that you can use, and you really get to personalize your card. All right, so that's the front of my card. We'll go in and continue. Okay, and I have, one of the options you have is you get to put, you can also format the back of your card. I have up to, for businesses, this is great. You can create a business holiday card, a campaign, you can make it personal. The one that I most often send is just me on my epic hike, Grand Canyon hike. So I'm going to keep that. And I guess I'm up to, I don't know why I clicked all the way up to.
Just go back and click on the card.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I got taken all the way out of the center of the card there. Okay, yeah. So now I'm in the inside of my card, and here's where I get to add my message. So one of the really lovely things is I have my own font. And so when I type my message, it is in my handwriting. I have the option of inserting a name at this point. If you want to do first name and spouse name, or just first name, that's an option. And you can put your holiday greeting in. One thing that Karen, you taught me years ago was that if you take the time to make this a pretty color, so I almost always choose a color for my my message. So let's see, I suppose green would be good. Actually, I really like sock red. So we'll go with that one for today. And then I'm going to put my signature. and make that, size that a little better.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now what I have is I have a message. I'll be honest, at this point, I might add a few more pictures. I have the option of adding any of the pictures that I have that I've uploaded. You can also upload more pictures directly from your computer, and you can add some elements. So for me, I would probably add 1 or 2 more elements on the inside of the card. Just showing the basics. Let's see, I'll pick something. It's just simple. Drag it over. You can size it to whatever works with what you're doing. And that's our simple little inside. So if we continue, this is where I have to, actually what we want to do in this one is we want to save it, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me, Karen, I forgot that stuff. Let's do that. We will go back. At any point, you can save it as a draft. You can also save it as a picture plus card. So there we go. Now we have a card that's permanently in your card catalog, and you can then go to do a campaign. So that's our next step, isn't it?
Yes.
To create our campaign. All right, let's go to the campaign manager. I'm going to go back into from the main menu into the campaign manager. And what this is going to do is this creates I'm going to create a new campaign. I'm going to name it, let's be consistent, Christmas 2017.
And Annette, let me just pop in and say the reason we do a campaign allows you to send the same card to multiple people at multiple times. So this is great for holiday cards. It's also good for any kind of an invitation or a thank you card, or maybe birthday cards that get sent out throughout the year. Anytime you're going to say essentially the same thing multiple times to multiple people, a campaign is a really great way to save some time and just to make sure that your wording is saved.
I agree. So I've named my campaign. I can verify my return address. Now this address can be specific to this campaign. It can be from your business address. It can be from your personal address. I'm going to leave mine. My card is usually often just from me personally. Here's where you are able to go in and we're going to create a new card. So from this point, yes, you could create a brand new card. What I'm going to do, and also you can have multiple cards in any given campaign. This time we're just going to have one. And from here, okay, help me out. Why does it keep taking me from my card? Is it because I went to the cart?
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
So just click remove, the little remove box. Yep. And then update cart.
And then we should have it back, and then it'll take me into the card catalog. Well, now you
then
know
you
how
have to go back to the campaign.
If that happens, you will know how to handle it.
Yes. It's worth the extra step because, you know, we've probably all had where our computer turned, like we run out of battery in the middle of doing something, or the internet goes out, or the power goes out or something. And when you're creating a card through just the card catalog, your draft is saved whenever you stop. So you won't lose it. If you start with the campaign and you get halfway through and that happens, the campaign, you have to click all the way through to the end to save, or it doesn't save your progress. So it's important to go ahead and start with that first step.
All right, so we're back in our campaign. We've named it, we've chosen our address, and now when I go in to create a new card for this campaign, it will take us into the card catalog. And here I will find my card under my cards. And since it's a picture plus, I will go to my picture plus with my card catalog, and there's my card. So when I pull this up, I have the ability to do some more editing to it or leave it just as it is if it's all ready. So for today, it's all ready. I'm going to continue. And the one other option you have when you send a campaign is you can send a gift with every single card you send out. And one of the things that's quite popular with SendOutCards is the brownies or the blondies. I've become a fan of those. For today, we will click without a gift.
And that's something you can also go back in once you've sent your campaign. You can add a gift to and even individualize different cards. If you want to add a special message to your mom or something, you can edit the card once it's done as well for individual recipients.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that's something I've done when I send my cards. I'll create a card that I want, but then I'll go in and add a little note to sometimes everyone or just a few special people, and then it's even more personalized. All right,
Yes.
so from here, I can send it immediately or I can set a date. So you can, the nice thing about this is you can start your campaign and you can work on it now, but you might not want to send your cards out till, let's say, the 15th of December. What is the date for this year,
The
Karen?
15th. It's the 15th. Yeah.
Right in front of me, the 15th. Perfect. So you could have it, that is the last guaranteed date. So you can work on your campaign and none of it's going to be, well, until you click the campaign, but then you know you have it set up ahead of time. All right, so we're going to save our card and we're going to go back to campaigns. All right, so I'm going to save it on this page as well. So my campaign, the card is ready to go to whoever I now select to send this card. That's not, we get our prepositions in other ways, but that's okay. Karen, do you want to take the next step? Do you want to take us through the contact manager?
You know what, actually, why don't you go ahead and do that because you've got the card created and I don't.
Right, I forgot about that. All right, so now when I am ready to send my cards, I'm going to go into my contact manager. And this is where you would pull up your group. Now I'm going to see what group I'm going to use for today.
You know, Annette, why don't you just send it to yourself first?
Yeah, I can do that. All right, so to send the campaign, you're going to pull up a group of or a contact. So I'll find myself. I actually have myself in here twice so that I can send a selection. I can send any cards I send to myself. I send them that way. I send them to my second one. So here I found me. I'm going to choose campaigns. I'm going to find, but I haven't, yes, I have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to find my card, Christmas 2017. And from here, I'm going to send the campaign to the people. Now my list is short. It's just me.
And this is nice, you guys, because you can always, it's early enough. If you're getting started now, you can send the card to yourself now, and then you can see what it looks like and make sure you don't need to edit anything before you send it out to everyone else. So that's this is a really good option to be able to do this.
That's a great idea. So from here, I click continue and my campaign is on its way. And the cool thing about this, it's one click of the mouse, but you can send it to one person like I just did. This is my preview card, or 1,000, and it's all done. And that's where SendOutCards steps in, prints the card, puts it in the envelope, address, stamp, everything is done for you. And I like it. I just find it invaluable because I can spend all my time on the fun part, which is designing the card and making it just beautiful and special. And then the stuff that is not as fun for me, SendOutCards takes care of. Okay, so we have sent our card. What's next?
Okay, so some of you may be wondering, well, that's great, but how much did that cost? So let me go ahead and, Annette, if you want to stop sharing your screen, then I can share my screen again, and we'll go through that. Let's see here. Okay, so if you go under the main menu and you go to, oh, it's under company, I'm sorry, and you go to get started, you'll get to this screen, and then at the top it shows some bundles, which we'll go over in a minute, but I'm just going to look at the card pricing. So in SendOutCards, it's kind of like you're doing a gift card. So a postcard is worth 1 point, and then a 2-panel card like Annette just created is worth 3 points. A 3-panel card is 4, so I have some people who do a really awesome Christmas letter, and they just can't get it all in 2 panels, so they do the 3-panel card. And then we have a big card, and the big card is an 8.5 by 11 card, so it's a really nice card. So the points, there's some different cost packages. So the best cost is the preferred customer, which is 39 cents a point. So this is when you have a monthly subscription of 100 points. Something that I recommend, some people think, well, I don't want to do a subscription because I'm only going to send my Christmas cards. Well, you may find that it's so fun that you send cards throughout the year like Annette and I do, but even if you don't, the nice thing about SendOutCards is that you have the ability to start and stop the subscription in your own account online yourself. You don't have to call me or Annette or SendOutCards or any other person and deal with customer service. You can start and stop that subscription whenever you want. So I always recommend that my customers, even if they're only doing Christmas cards, they go ahead and do that monthly subscription for now, and then as soon as Christmas is over and they're sure all their cards are done, then they can cancel it at that point, and that way they know they've got their points at the lowest price in case they do want to send something throughout the year. And the nice thing is that these points roll over for 18 months. So even if you don't use any cards throughout the year and you're just coming back, you'll be set. You already have a little bit of a credit for Christmas next year. If you don't do the subscription, then the price goes up to between 43 cents to 66 cents a point. So you can see that that pay-as-you-go is close to double what it is for the preferred customer. So it just makes sense in my mind to go ahead and do the preferred customer. So what you want to do is think in your head, okay, if you want to send out 25 cards and you're doing a 3-panel card, you're going to need 75 points to do that. So it just makes sense to go ahead and pay 39 cents a point and get 100 points rather than paying 49 cents a point for 75 points, because it's going to be cheaper to get the 100 than it is to get the 75. If you're going to do postcards, same thing. Now, postage is the same as it costs if you go to the post office and buy a stamp. So whatever I think it's 34 cents for a postcard and 49 cents for a greeting card.
Yep.
SendOutCards does not charge you any extra to send these cards for you. So some other services charge, I think, up to $1 a card to send the cards to your recipients for you. We don't do that. It's all included in the cost. So you're getting a card for about $1.07, so $1.17 at that preferred cost plus your stamp, and they're getting mailed for you. So all the work is done for you once you've created your card.
That's
it's amazing.
Incredible value. Yeah.
So if you have an account with SendOutCards, then you already. And you don't have to do any of these bundles. So I don't know, some of you might be like, oh no, here comes the big money. All you do is pay for your cards and your postage. You don't have to do any of these bundles. But if you really liked that custom brand manager where you could edit the back of your card, and I want to just show you a couple of
a really sweet one.
Here's some, some examples from the flyers. You can see there is a lot of different options for what you can do on the back of your card. I have some really fun ones for Hudson's first birthday. I did Peter Rabbit on the back of the card, and it was just adorable. So you can do all kinds of fun things with that custom brand manager. This is the signatures. This one just comes with signatures. So you saw Annette pop in her signature. What you get with that, you get a little box. So this is the handwriting font form. It costs $24 for the font and $24 for the signatures. So the personal package comes with the 4 signatures. So you can see that you can fill in these boxes with whatever you want. And then that just pops into the bottom of your card, and you have all of your customized signatures. It comes with 100 points, so it gets you started right off the bat with 100 points storage, and you are starting out at that lowest price of 39 cents a point with that when you have a subscription. The marketing bundle, I recommend more for businesses. It comes with some great tools for businesses. The MRM training portal teaches you how to use relationship marketing to go from, whatever to we have many people who are at 90 to 100% referral-based business because they're using the strategies taught in this MRM training portal. And if you're in business, you know how valuable that is. This one gives you the handwriting font and the signatures. You get 200 points. The Memory Vault, which lets you add more contacts and store more Picture Plus cards and more pictures and more campaigns, gives you the Custom Brand Manager that's customizing the back of the card and some pre-made campaigns all ready for you. So this is a really good value. So either one of those would be a great way, and these are both one-time fees. Some of these items do have a renewal, but this is a one-time fee to add these in. Okay, so we are just about out of time. I do want to point you to one more thing here in the main menu or in company. If you go to the income opportunity, some of you, whether you're a customer or you're just looking at this, for $50 you can add on the distributor package, and that enables you to save 5% on your cards and up to 30% on your own cards. Plus you can get a referral bonuses. So, you know, in the video, you can just go to company again and income opportunity and watch this short little 6-minute video. It talks about the opportunity that's there. It's very simple to refer people. You can be a referral partner with Annette or I or whoever your SendOutCards distributor sponsor is, and they can, you know, you just say, hey, so-and-so's interested, and then we can do all the work for you. So you don't have to do this on top of what you already do if you don't want to, but it's a great way to get some free cards and to get a discount on your own card. So if you have any questions about that, you can get with whoever shared this video with you, and they can give you the information on that. Okay, well, thank you guys for joining us today. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to be here and to join us for this card workshop. And thank you, Annette, for being here. It's nice to be able to do a workshop with you again, like we did in the old days.
Across the country even, huh? This technology makes it fun.
Yes, it does. So I will be, gosh, I'm going to post real quick in the chat the template link, because then I think it will be recorded in here so people can click on it when they watch the recording, I hope.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Right. So
excellent.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Have a great day.
Annette, thanks. You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.